Hi, this is Adam from Coconut, and this is Whiteboard Weekly number 51. So today I'm going to look at a franchise recruitment update in June 2022. So I regularly do these updates and I take the data we're looking at from Google search traffic. So I think the Google search traffic gives us a really good idea of the kind of general interest of people looking at franchise opportunities, of course, here in the UK. Now, clearly it's been an interesting couple of years in general, not just in franchise recruitment, but obviously in business because of COVID. But looking at what kind of impact COVID has had overall in search traffic around franchise recruitment is quite interesting because, like probably everything, in that very first moment we went into lockdown back in 2020, yes, there was a decline in searches around franchising, but there was pretty much a decline in search traffic around everything. But that came back relatively quickly, and actually the search traffic around franchising probably month on month, year on year over the last couple of 2 years compared to the 2 years before has probably remained pretty stable. I don't think interest in franchising has gone down. I don't necessarily think it's gone up either. 2022 started quite well, so anyone that's worked in franchising a long time knows that January tends to be the highest month for people looking at franchise opportunities in general. And that was probably the case in the start of 2022, probably the highest traffic we've seen since COVID started. That has dipped slightly. Traffic levels aren't as high as they were in January, but as I say, they're probably in line with what we've seen over the last few years. What has been notable is that the kind of typical 12-month cycle of interest in franchising that we've all kind of got used to pre-pandemic. So lots of search traffic in January, which kind of also carried on between February and March, starting to dip down and very quiet over the summer months, coming back strongly in September and October, again then dipping down over the Christmas period. That cycle's still around, but it's not quite like it used to be. And I think this has happened in search traffic across probably every sector. Is because of lockdowns, because of COVID, the typical patterns aren't quite the same. So actually, although there was more traffic in January, it hasn't dipped down as much as maybe you'd see in typical years. The truth is, when it comes to looking at data around searching for franchise opportunities, is traffic has been in decline ever since 2012. Since Google Records started back in sort of 2002, certainly the highest search traffic came of people looking for franchise opportunities after the last recession. And then from about 2012, that traffic has steadily been in decline ever since. But surely, at the moment, something has to give. Over the last 5 or 6 years here in the UK, there's always been something which has caused apprehension probably in the market, whether it's Brexit, general elections, then COVID, which has created that uncertainty. And what we know is whenever there's uncertainty, search traffic in franchising goes down. However, over the next couple of years with the economic climate, could there be a recession? The cost of living, the job market, all of these different things, all of those kind of things could be a big driver for people searching for franchise opportunities. And also maybe going back to the office. At the moment, still lots of people working from home, but when they're actually called back to the office, how many people want to take back control of their careers, which could also be a big thing for franchising. So it feels like although we've been in decline for a long time, what we know from the past recession is that the interest in franchising sharply rose, and we could be looking to get back into that kind of period again over the next couple of years. One of the things that is quite interesting is the trend in people searching for starting a business is increasing and has increased a lot during the pandemic. Now, that hasn't related to people searching more for franchising, but clearly there's more people looking to start a business, looking to take control of their lives, and hopefully at some point, with more education around franchising, more awareness around franchising, those people can come into the mix of searching for franchise opportunities. So I hope that update was useful. It'd be great to hear your thoughts around the kind of current franchise recruitment climate. Please do post below, and I'll be back for another update soon.